Discovery VBS. God at work through us.
God is always working for the good of those who love Him. The Bible says His plans for me are good. God is always working for the good of those who love Him. He helps me do all the things I should. When I play every single day. When I jump all around. No matter what I'm doing, He is busy working, always looking after me. Am I good? God is always working for the good of those who love Him. The Bible says His plans for me are good. God is always working for the good of those who love Him. He helps me do all the things I should. When I sing every single day. When I dance all around. No matter what I'm doing, He is busy working, always looking after me. Am I good? God is always working for the good of those who love Him. The Bible says His plans for me are good. God is always working for the good of those who love Him. He helps me do all the things I should. When I sleep every single night. When I snooze in my bed. No matter what I'm doing, He is busy working, always looking after me. Am I good? God is always working for the good of those who love Him. The Bible says His plans for me are good. God is always working for the good of those who love Him. He helps me do all the things I should.
Hi, I'm Kay. Welcome to Camp Discovery. This is my helper, Maya. Hi, are you ready to sing, learn, and have fun? Well, let's get discovering. Our Bible story for today is
God sends Ananias to Saul.
The Miracle of Mercy. Paul. This is Saul. Saul was a Pharisee who hated the followers of Jesus so much that he would hunt them down to be brought to trial in Jerusalem. And he would even seek to murder them. Saul was uttering threats with every breath, and he was eager to kill the Lord's followers. So he went to the high priest. He asked him to write a letter to the Jews in Damascus that would allow him to arrest any Christians he found there. He wanted to bring them, both men and women, back to Jerusalem in chains. Now Saul went on his way, and as he came near Damascus, a light from heaven flashed around him, and he heard a voice that said, "Saul, Saul, why are you persecuting me?" Saul cried out, "Who are you, Lord?" And the voice said, "I am Jesus. Rise and go into the city, and you will be told what to do." So Saul got up and he opened his eyes, but he couldn't see anything. So the men who were with Saul led him into the city. After 3 days, a man named Ananias came to Saul. He put his hands on Saul, and immediately Saul could see again. And with that, Saul became a follower of Jesus. He became the very thing he had tried to hunt. And he immediately began telling people that Jesus is the Son of God, and he taught them about the mercy of God that he had received. And all who heard him were amazed. He then went by a new name, Paul, as he began preaching not just to the Jewish people, but to everyone. Despite many difficulties like being imprisoned, shipwrecked, and narrowly escaping death multiple times, Paul continued to preach about Jesus. Paul said that he would do everything he could to save people and help them know God. And that's just what he did in order to reach people who would otherwise be unreached. And many came to know Jesus because of what Paul said. Paul taught many in his day through his letters, but even more have come to learn more about Jesus through the letters of Paul that can be read even to this day.
Wow, that was a great story with a wonderful message. God's love could turn your life around. So, here is our lesson from this story. Jesus gives me his love to share. We could share it just like Paul.
Hi, boys and girls. The memory verse of the day comes from 1 John chapter 4, verse 19. We love because he first loved us.
All right, everyone, it's music time.
Yo. Yo.
Now it's arts and craft time. Good morning, boys and girls. We are back with day 5 of VBS, and we have our final craft to do today. So get those packages and let us take out the materials. We'll need the second piece of Bristol board that we have left. We're also going to need our box of crayons. From in the package, we're going to need our glue, and we need that final picture from our printout sheet. and then whichever color construction paper you have left, you can take that out. We're going to use that in our art today. So also you're going to need a scissors. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to take that print out picture of Saul and we're going to cut it out of the paper. Our picture is cut out now. We're going to take our glue and we're going to stick this picture of Saul to the bottom of our Bristol board. So add enough glue to the picture and stick it to the Bristol board. Now that the picture is stuck to the Bristol board, we're taking our box of crayons and we're just going to color Saul so that he could look vibrant. I'm using blue and orange to give him some pop of color. All right, there he is. Now that we're finished with that, we're going to take those construction papers. See, that was the one that I used for my flames. And all that we're going to do is we're just going to cut out some strips. And these strips are what we're going to use to be the ray of light coming from the sky. Remember that part of the story? So that's what we're going to do. We'll cut out strips and then we'll stick them coming from the sky. And so this is what it looks like. And he's like pointing, trying to block the light, right? So make sure you stick it at an angle where his hand is. And now I'm just going to take the crayon and do some decoration to the page. I'll add a sun and make some grass and a tree. Whatever you like to do, you can do so to finish your art for the day. And there we have it. That's Saul blocking the ray of light from the sky.
And just like that, boys and girls, we're at the end of our Discovering God at Work Through Us. I had a wonderful time singing, learning, and crafting with you at
Camp Discovery. Bye.